Hello everyone, welcome to another message of the day. Today is 27th of January. I'm so sorry I could not post readings for last 3 days because was crazy hectic work schedules and also bit of low on energy because of all the reasons that I always keep telling. So, not getting into the negative sides of the life, let's start with the message of the day. Because I myself am feeling a little lost without the message of the day because I rely on these message of the day a lot in my personal life. So, the very first card starts with balance your career and home life. Bang on talking to me. But I hope this because usually if I skip a day of message of the day, I get crazy amount of emails, and this time around I did not get a single message from anyone, which either makes me feel either you are, are aware that I would post a reading anyway when I'm comfortable and you're giving me my space, or you yourself are out of balance that you don't have time for uh, posting a message to me to ask me what's wrong with me. Whatever it is, it's fine. But what the cards are now telling is that come out of your pain right now, come out of that pressure that is holding you back to one side of your life. Like for me, 200% dedication was at my workplace. And trust me, I did not pull out a big major achievement out of it. I'm I might have moved two steps forward, but that two steps is of more 100 steps that have to be taken forward now to reach my goal. And I could have achieved that two steps in 4 or 5 days rather than 3 days if I would have balanced things. And then the guilt factor that I have not posted the video, I have not done the thing that I require to do for my soul satisfaction. All that guilt factor was extra burden. So the cards are telling you that whatever your burden is, whatever your thing is that is putting you off the balance, you need to come out of it. You need to uh, let go of that burden, let go of that pressure that you have to achieve that in a single day, whatever it is. And realistically, you cannot do that in a single day because it's a 100-day journey. You cannot pull 100-day journey into a 3 days. So don't even try. And then we have spiritual law of attraction. The cards are telling that work slowly and steadily towards making that wish and working towards it without any expectation and without any uh, way of checking that how much I have achieved to achieve that goal. For example, that I'll give you simple numbers that you have made a wish that you have to have a $10,000 bank balance by end of February next year. That should be minimum savings, or that should be the kind of saving that you should maintain almost every time, irrespective of whatever comes across to you, and you can still have that kind of saving in your account and accommodate all the expenses. That kind of situation. That is what you are asking for, and you are making a wish. This is just an example, by the way. Yeah. So you cannot keep checking at the end of every month, where have I reached right now? Make that wish, work towards it, allow your bank balance to flourish, allow your bank balance to go up and down anytime during the year. doesn't matter. It will reach there at the right time that you have designated for it, which is end of January. Again, this is an example. You can do whatever you want in terms of time, but then in between that time frame, don't keep checking things and don't get too excited or too depressed about it, because it sends out signals. Like if you're too excited, it sends out the signal that the goal is achieved, one should not work for it anymore, and you will never reach that final goal. If you are getting too depressed, it sends out a signal that you are getting too much depressed by handling this situation to reach that goal. You are probably not prepared for it. Let's drop the whole idea. Again, you don't achieve it. So the cards are telling us that come out of your whole issue right now. Don't get so involved with that issue right now, whatever it is. If you are meant to achieve it, you will definitely achieve it. Come out of that whole problem right now and make that wish and surrender to it. And if you are not meant to achieve that, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You will find even better opportunities by the time you have set that goal. Like in this case, in this example, we have set a goal for January next year or February next year. Then if if you are not able to achieve that $10,000 bank balance irrespective of all the expenses, you will achieve something much more larger in life, that this won't matter to you anymore, and you will be still comfortable, still happy. So that's what the cards are telling, that the peace is being offered to you. It's your choice whether you want to take that peace or not. And then we have the card of purification and persistence. What the cards are telling here is that all the time through this time frame, linear time frame that you have set for yourself to achieve a certain target or achieve a certain goal in your life, you need to constantly keep purifying yourself, which means constantly purify your thoughts, purify your household things, like get the clutter out. And trust me, for getting clutter out of your house is not easy thing, especially not for me. Getting the clutter out for me is the most difficult thing, because I'm too lazy. It's not that I'm too attached with things. I usually don't even use a lot of things that I have at my place, but I'm too lazy to move myself, pick things out and throw it somewhere. And sometimes I don't even realize where to discard few things. Like there are certain tarot cards, certain books that I want to discard, but I don't know the place where I want to discard them, because I live in a place where a lot of people won't even understand a lot of books in Hindi and Sanskrit, which I have been reading for astrology, and I have read them so many times that now I don't even use them. I have learned it by heart. I don't know. And if I have to donate it to someone, I have to probably pay so many euros to actually post it to someone who might use it some in some other part of the world, which is also not a very practical thing. And for all those practical reasons, I'll say, okay, let it be lying there, and it's lying there without any movement, without any energy, and it's blocking a lot of energy coming inside the apartment and the good energy. So these are the few lazy things that I find like difficult to handle. It might be similar for you in some other context, that you're not able to handle clutter, and that is the physical clutter that I have been talking about. There's a lot of emotional clutter that we keep carrying in our solar plexus. When you start forgiving people, no matter what the circumstances are, you start talking positive about other people, that they might have a reason for behaving in certain way, they might have a reason for doing something, they might have something to do the wrong thing, even if it has directly harmed you. You may look like a saint to other people, you may look like a weak person to other people, but persistently following that path, you would realize that you are attracting a lot of positive things in your life. And suddenly, all the people who were seeing you as a weak entity in your life, as a weak entity in, in the environment where you are working, where you're having relationships, where you have your friends, they see you as a weak entity. Suddenly they have no other choice but to follow the lead from given by you, because you have become so powerful with your compassion, because you are so purified. You attract positiveness, you attract positivity. They have no other choice but to get attracted towards you, follow you, and worship you. But be careful, when people start worshipping you, it's the most difficult thing to pull out, because you get so much extra attention that is not required. It really messes up with your psychic energy and your day to day activities, because you are not prepared to handle so many things. So, handle everything with purity and handle everything with balance. There's so many layers that have come through this message. I don't know which one is relevant for you. Maybe all of them, maybe few of them. I let you decide what is important for you. And once again, sorry for not posting for last 3 days. And if you find any of these layers very important for you, please write it in the comment. There are few people who consistently leave their reflection in the comments, and I'm very thankful to them. I read them all because I get email notifications on my email ID. I read it there, but by the time I could find time to log on to YouTube and read the comments there or reply them there, I have so many other things piled up, because living alone, taking care of your day job, taking care of your hobby and passion, and also taking care of all the things that is required to live alone takes a lot of time and gets very tiring sometimes. So I hope you understand my situation. Sometimes I don't answer them, but I'm reading them all. So I'm so sorry for not replying, and I'm not going to take some names because I'm sure I'll forget one or two names. And so it is, I don't know what else to say. I have a lot of gratitude and thankfulness for all of you. Bye bye, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you and namaste.